Alright folks, I'm back again, and today we're going to be talking about this Nikon Nikkor 70 to 300 millimeter F4 to 5.6 AFD. Okay, now there are many types of zoom lenses out there for telephoto zoom lenses, from 70 to 300, 55 to 300, 80 to 400, 70 to 200. See, there are all types of ranges out there that Nikon does, and you're trying to say, well, where would this fit in? Where would this belong? Okay, there's pros and cons to it, and actually, when it comes to this particular lens, I don't think there is any cons. Okay, because what you won't get out of a 70 to 200 AFS, yeah, f2.8, what you won't get out of that is the cost. A lens like that will cost 1,000 plus. You might buy a broken one for 600. You know what I mean? But this comes at a tenth, 1/10 of the price, and you really get an amazing lens, a sharp lens. I've tested this out on many different cameras, but I'm going to tell you the con in just a second. Okay, but as a matter of fact, let's get that over with right now. Let's talk about the con. This is an AFD, so therefore it requires a camera that has a built-in motor to drive that gear. You see that little gear right there? That gear needs something to couple with it and spin it. Okay? If you don't have a built-in motor in your camera, you won't be able to have that camera spin this gear, and therefore you won't be able to focus with this lens. Okay, let me show you the difference between the cameras real quickly. Here's a camera with a built-in motor. It's a D300. Okay, it's 12, it's 3, it's 6, and at 7 o'clock, there she is. There's the little gear, and built-in motor will run that camera. Now, not all cameras have a built-in motor, but the older cameras, the older digital cameras like the Nikon D100 and the Nikon D50 and the D70, all these cameras have built-in motors, and that's because they followed after the film cameras. Remember these old film cameras? They're gorgeous. I love these film cameras. This is an F801. You see? They naturally have built-in motors, you know, to drive the autofocus lenses. And they're gorgeous, you know, like the Nikon F4, another beautiful camera that has a built-in motor. You see, so there's some gorgeous cameras out there. And this is a gorgeous lens, really nice. You know, now, you know, you do have the 70 to 300 millimeter AFG. I only got one of these bad boys. And don't get me wrong, I would never let the AFD, meaning I always have extras. I have my AFD and my G lens, okay? And if I compare these two, I would still go for an AFD over a G. But, you know, I'm not saying that the G is not better. I'm saying it's about the same. But the AFD has a little bit more weight to it. It has a little bit more weight to it. And it also has a metal ring. Okay, that's metal. That's not painted plastic. That's a metal ring. And where you're looking at something like the G lens, it's a plastic ring. Okay? Now, I'm very careful with my lenses. I'm not clumsy. I'm not a clown. I'm not going to slam it up against a brick wall. So a plastic collar, a plastic ring is perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. It's a gorgeous lens, the 7300G. You know what I mean? But, you know, I just like the way this is built. And if you have a good lens, because, I mean, you know, if you have a good one, you'll know it. Okay? The glass should be perfectly clear and clear. And I hope to God you guys can see how amazing that glass is, clean and clear. You know, there should be no fog, no little speckles when you look through it. It should look gorgeous, clean and clear, crystal clear. Yeah, and in the back, I don't know if you can see that. The blades are supposed to be oil free and snappy. Snaps right back. Now this is quality. You know, but you see, I test my lens and I check my lens. And if I find that Nikon has created a lens that's rubbish and it comes to me, you see, because I got another one right here. And they're all the same. They all produce amazing results without a question. I could sell that one, I could sell this one. Doesn't make a difference to me. You know what I mean? But I mean, there are someone out there that could get very unfortunate and get one that's, well, messed up. 1 out of a billion maybe. Who knows? I don't know. All I know is that unless the person is comparing it to a 1,500-pound lens, if you're comparing it to a 1,500-pound lens, then you're a clown. Because, you know, you're a clown because you don't compare this to a lens that's 2,000 pounds. You compare this to lenses that, you know, in its range, price range, 100 to 500. And I personally would range, this is a very valuable lens. A very nice one. And I'll show you why, because I've taken some amazing pictures out there. Okay? Amazing pictures. And, I mean, you just this seagull, you know, I've taken different pictures with this seagull at 70 to 300, and I pushed it to f/400 at 300 mil. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, and I'm gonna bring that up there, and the details of the seagull and the little blackbird perched up on the antenna, and the brick, and the, you know, and the moss that's grown from it. It's, you know, are you kidding? Are you absolutely kidding me? You just couldn't, man. You just couldn't. So I don't know why anybody would not want one of these 70 to 300 millimeter lens. Because I have one. And do you know why? Because I live near northwest England. I live near the lakes. And you know what? If you had kids and you had your wife and you had your family going up to the lakes, and you had a big old 73, 200, and 8400, and all these big lenses, you know what the first thing? I'm tired, I'm exhausted, you need something very portable, lightweight, throw in your bag and take with you. Or you don't take nothing with you. And when you don't take nothing with you, that'll be the day that something will pop up exciting and you'll say to yourself, damn, I wish I brought my camera. I wish I brought my lens. But you see, with something like this, you can capture the moment. You can capture the moment. Yes, if you're doing something like David Attenborough, and you're on your own, and you're out in the field, and you're going to be stuck in the field for 2 or 3 days, take your 70 to 200. Get your big lens. But when you're going on a trip with your family and you want something quick, you want something telephoto, you want the best, and you have a camera with a built-in motor, if you have a camera with a built-in motor, then this is the lens that you want. This is the lens you want. That's what I personally think. But here are some of the cameras that don't work. Here, right here. Like that Nikon D60. Let me show you what. All these cameras look the same. Huh? I'll show you. You see? The Nikon D60 doesn't have a built-in motor. You don't see nothing there, right? No, of course not. Okay? Well, let me show you another one that doesn't. The D40X. Okay? This doesn't work. No motor. The D3100. No motor. The D5500. No motor. You know what I mean? F80 has one. The D5000 doesn't. Okay? There are cameras that don't have built-in motors. These are it, my friends. Okay? Anyway, I'm going to leave it right there, folks. If you want something, if you want something quality, did I show you that glass? Yeah, good. That's good. I'm glad I showed you and how smooth this is. Let me real quickly show you what it is. The AFS is a silent wave motor and it's very fast, but the AFD is a little bit slower. Okay? But like I said, yeah? But the images that you can get out of here are absolutely, you have to be about 1.5 meters away and bada boom. Every time, folks. every time. Yeah, let me show you that one right there. That's 1.5 meters away, and I took the little beads in the green and the flower inside there. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there, guys. I don't want to go on too much. You know what I mean, boy? It is what it is, and I always guarantee and I always stand by what I say. Anyway, take care, guys.